Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. It's December 1st, 2025. We are starting the last month of the year.
Here's Dr. Kiltz.
Hi, Alia. Hi, Dr. Vasquez.
Hey,
Hello,
Ray and
Ray.
his brother Larry.
We are live. Ray.
I love it. It's great to hear your voices.
I was in the wrong studio.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Huh?
Who's on today with us?
Guest hasn't arrived, but
Colt.
everybody,
Yeah.
please put hashtag KMT for a shirt. Right, Alia?
I need a shirt.
Yeah.
I need a shirt.
Okay.
You need a
And
shirt.
if you have any questions, put them in the chat. QQQ before it, please. And tell us where you're watching from. Rick is watching from Miami. I missed this is moving too fast. All right. How are you doing, Dr. Kiltz? How was your Thanksgiving weekend?
My Thanksgiving week was fantastic. I'm in Sarasota. I'll be in New York on Friday, Saturday. I'll be there for a conference, and I'm on a panel on Saturday, and I've got to go to a men's luncheon here in Sarasota at the Yacht Club, because on January 7th, I'm actually giving a talk, which is Wednesday, January 7th. So we got to figure out that schedule a little bit. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
It's all beautiful. And but I'm great. I've got Ray on. But Ray, I'm gonna hook on to Instagram, Ray.
And I'll get on my end, okay? We'll all hang up now.
All right. I love you. And we got Colt on. All right, Ray. Bye.
Bye. See you guys.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Colt.
I'm not laughing at
How
you.
are you
I'm just
guys?
laughing at everything. Good. Give us a second. Dr. Kiltz is doing something on the technical side.
I'm here with you guys.
problem.
Good morning.
Good morning, Colt. Where are you coming from? Where are you?
San Diego.
San Diego. Oh, I shouldn't be showing this, but I'm drinking from a cup that says San Diego here.
All right.
It's from SeaWorld San Diego.
Oh, SeaWorld is just a rock's throw that way. Couple blocks.
So
Are you are you on the beach? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm on the beach right now, actually. I have a couple roommates, and I had to set my alarm for 2:00 a.m. this morning because you guys are 3 hours ahead, and I didn't really feel like waking all of them up. So here I am.
I love it.
Yep.
We're
just hopped on my Sector 9 skateboard here and skated down to the beach and hopped into the ocean to kind of wake myself up and get ready for this chat.
Very nice. Very nice. What are you in San Diego for?
This is where I live now.
Oh, when did you move?
About 2 months ago.
Oh, wild. All right. Love San Diego. We were just out there recently. I'm supposed to go there in January for Healing Humanity, right, Alia?
You are. January 21st.
We'll see, right? Well, what's been going on in your world that inspired you to move to San Diego, and how can you inspire us today?
Oh man, I've always wanted to live in San Diego, and for somebody that does a lot of music and for someone that does a lot of bodybuilding, this is definitely the place for me. I spent most of my life living in Montana, Seattle, Portland, the Pacific Northwest, and I feel like I fit in a lot better here. I love the people here, and so life has been good. God's good.
God is good. God is good and great. Yeah, I'm wearing my LA hat. I'm in Sarasota. I don't know when I'm going to be in LA coming up soon, but I'll be out there. It's the whole Southern California is quite amazing. So tell us about what you've been sharing and inspiring people with lately.
I've been reading a lot of First and Second Peter right now. It has a lot to say about spiritual warfare and about sobriety, and so for my peace and for my well-being on a daily basis, I've been learning a lot here. I've been actually struggling this last year with some substance abuse, and so I don't know what you want the topic to be on this time that we talk, but I'm an open book, so feel free to ask anything that you want.
I picked this book up.
What's that?
The Language of Letting Go, Daily Meditations on Codependency, which ultimately there's a dependency on so many things, and
Yeah.
letting them go is all of our struggles.
Absolutely. That is probably the next book that I should read, actually. You're really speaking my language. I was just listening to your audiobook, The Fertile Feast, on my way over here to kind of warm myself up for this. And I haven't missed a single one of your lives, actually, the last couple of months. The only thing different about this morning than most other mornings is that I didn't wake up and listen to your live first thing. And so, bam, here we are. now, now, now I'm actually talking to you. This is a real treat. 2 Peter 1:5-8 says, make every effort to supplement your faith with virtue, virtue with knowledge, knowledge with self-control, self-control with endurance, endurance with godliness, godliness with love. For if you possess these qualities in increasing measure, they will keep you from being useless in the knowledge of Christ Jesus. And so for anybody that struggles with feeling useless or feeling worthless or being depressed, I mean, that's your exact recipe right there. That's your answer to it. So on a daily basis, this is kind of what I've been sharing with my friends, with my clients, people that I see on a daily basis, people at church. Number one is virtue. And I'm not Catholic, but I take bits and pieces of Catholicism as I find them helpful to my prayer life. The drummer in a rock band that I'm playing in right now, a punk rock band. I'm the bass player and lead singer, and he's a drummer. And we went to mass last night, and so he's been helping me to get into Catholicism because I love the structure of how the prayers are done and kind of everything that they do. So I actually pray the rosary. This is my rosary booklet. And then number 2 is knowledge. And so that would be reading something. And that could be the Bible. That could be that could be a personal training book that I'm going through right now. I just got my NASM personal training certification. Self-control is something that helps me whenever I have a craving, and that could be for a drug or that could be for even food. It's one of the things I love about your channel is how you talk about them both being the same. And so many times when I was listening to you before, I almost kind of didn't agree with you on the marijuana part of it. You always say marijuana, cocaine, sugar, they all have the same effect on your brain and they all have the same effect on your body, and plants want you dead. And people that are in addiction and recovery can certainly relate to the drug aspects of it, but you bring the food aspect of into it as well. And I think that's what a lot of people miss. And so this is something that my therapist and I put together. And these are 5 different cards that whenever I have a craving for a drug or for a food that is going to produce a craving that can't be satisfied, a craving that won't go away, depending on what kind of craving it is. There's a Bible verse that I'll read and pray on. There's somebody that I can call with their phone number on it in case like my phone battery is dead or whatever. I have a tool that I've learned that could be something like journaling. That could be something like a vagus nerve reset, which I can explain to you what that is if you would like. But it's a meditation practice that I do whenever I'm particularly stressed out that kind of settles down my central nervous system. Next one is an action step, something to actually physically do that gets me out of my own headspace, usually helps me take my eyes off myself. And then something with music. I'm a musician, and so I know you are too, Dr. Kiltz. And that's something that helps me If I'm, it could be something as simple as if I'm angry, I play angry music. If I'm stressed, I might play some jazz to wind myself down at night. And so that's self-control. The next one is endurance. Um, I like to, and when I think of endurance, to me, what that's speaking to is taking things one day at a time and making sure that I'm in this for the long haul, right? So things that I try to do, I don't do all of these on a daily basis, but if I do like 5 or 6 of them, or like 80% of these on a daily basis, then I'm pretty rock solid. Physically, spiritually, emotionally. And so grounding, when you connect to the ground, Bart K talks a lot about this. One of the worst things that humans ever did was invent rubber, right? Because we have rubber sole shoes, we hop in cars, and there's rubber tires, and that prevents electricity from transferring from the ground into your body. And electrons are the most basic energy for our cell mitochondria, right? The powerhouses of our body. And so just like you set your phone down on a charger to charge it up, your body is actually being charged when you're connected to the earth. So right now I'm laying on the ground, right? And so I try to touch the ground several times throughout the day, as many times as I can, particularly earlier in the day before I have any caffeine. I'm drinking hot chocolate right now, which is actually exogenous ketones, and Richard Smith's Keto Pro MCT powder. These two together provide me with quicker energy, and it encourages my body to get into ketosis and stay in ketosis. As you know, sugar kicks you out of ketosis, and exogenous ketones, even though they're part of a ketogenic diet, those will give you all those benefits that you talk about in your books in terms of anti-inflammation, increased focus. BHB in particular is like Ferrari fuel for humans, because I believe that we're supposed to be in ketosis like most of the time. But I don't consume any caffeine until around noon. And the reason for that is because I can't remember who the gentleman that was talking about this on Robert Sykes's podcast was, so I might butcher explaining this. But essentially, when you drink caffeine first thing in the morning, you're suppressing a lot of stress hormones that are actually necessary to be able to have energy throughout the day. And so when you drink coffee first thing in the morning, you're training yourself to not produce your own energy, which is why people are in a terrible mood if they drink coffee first thing every morning and then they have a day where they can't have it. So the week where I stopped doing that was like a week of hell. But if you can just get past that first week, and then start having your caffeine like midday, you don't have that midday crash. And so that's been something that's helped me give me more sustained energy levels like throughout the day. That, and then I actually try to jump in the ocean once every single day. After I do that, I just feel great. I feel amazing. Whatever I was stressed out before, it kind of doesn't bother me anymore. And if it it doesn't make the thoughts go away, but at least I can go on with the rest of the day with some higher energy. The next one is godliness. And so I just try to act like Jesus or model him the best that I can. And the best way for me doing that is actually just going to church or going to a mass and getting around other people and worshiping Jesus. There's Catholic churches around here that have mass every day, and so that's pretty easy to do. Brotherly affection. I call I call these 5 people every single day in order, and that would be I'm not going to say his name for anonymity, but I go to Cocaine Anonymous meetings every single night, and my sponsor, I'm 120 days sober too, by the way, today, from all mind altering substances. So I call him first and foremost. It's kind of the most important phone call to make. I call somebody else that's in recovery after that. I call my business partner, Casey. And then from there, I call my clients and make sure that they're all doing the right thing, eating the right foods and everything, because that's kind of when I switch hats and I'm helping people recover from food addictions. It's something where society, if you have an alcohol problem or if you have a drug problem, that's something that society sees as being pretty normal, and usually people are willing to help with that and be supportive of it. But if you have a food addiction, that's not really, that's people don't really look at it the same way. And so that's kind of when I have an opportunity to help people that are struggling with that. And so I take pictures of every single meal that I eat, and I've been doing this for years, and I text it to them, and they text me pictures of what they're eating, text me pictures of their workout logbooks, and I text them pictures of what my workout logs have looked like, and we keep each other on track. The rising tide raises all ships. Proverbs 15:22 says, plans fail when there is no counsel, but with many advisors they succeed. And then I call Taylor and the kids. So last one is love. And for me, service has been a very helpful part of that. Playing music is something that I'm gifted with, and so that could be something as simple as playing on my worship team at church, playing for tips, or playing for just any kind of event, playing in a show. But it doesn't really count if I get paid. That's not really service. There's a meeting that I go to actually right here. It's like I just walk over to that campfire, and there's a pretty well known Alcoholics Anonymous meeting that I attend on Wednesday nights here, and I have the coffee commitment for that. So nobody likes doing the coffee. It takes a lot of work. It's a lot of moving, a lot of heavy stuff around. But I get thanked by everybody before the meeting and thanked by everybody after the meeting. I just feel like a fucking rock star after it. It just makes me feel like I'm a really good person. So if I'm ever battling depression or anything, my sponsor taught me, take my eyes off myself and focus on other people, and it's amazing how much better you feel. So sorry, long roundabout way of answering your question, but that's I guess something that I've been sharing and inspiring, and something that's been pretty helpful to me lately.
This is a fortuitous time because I started the morning. I usually get up about 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I'm here at Sarasota. I often call my brother Ray, who is in Irvine. So he's 3 hours, and he answers the phone 24/7, 365. And I was reading the Gospels this morning. And when we dig deep into the words and wisdom of Jesus Christ, he's another brother who shared the philosophy of how to get out of our mindset and recreate our lives through his power and faith in God. And we're all brothers and sisters around the globe. And who amongst us who has not sinned, throw the first stone. And we all recognize that we're all sinners. We've all had addictions, and we live with many faults and troubles and challenges, whether it's alcohol, drugs, pornography, or we're just, walking around with negative thinking of life. And so the beauty of I got a good friend who's just going through this, and so that's why it's quite an amazing to all of us in some way. And whether it's a food addiction, and I was watching. I got up this morning at 3 o'clock. I was watching a YouTube on sugar. And the evolution of sugar and the government and all the stuff and alcohol and all these drugs, they're there, it takes a lot of work and strength to walk away from them, and but you gotta fill the void with the word, and the word is God loves you.
Totally.
Infinitely. And that's where music and art and grounding, by the way, Kiltz cups are very grounding.
What?
Well, what is it made from?
Clay.
It's mud. It's earth.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, I guess it's pottery, porcelain. We got so many devices and these things that aren't part of, they're not as close to the earth, but grounding is important. And language? What is our language? And we're watching and listening to a lot of negative language, which then, through our negative thoughts, epinephrine, cortisol, depression set in, And then we are driven towards the drugs that sort of lighten the load.
Yeah, Satan wants us to think that drugs are the answer to those problems. And the Bible teaches us that our higher power is the answer to those problems. And so my sponsor has taught me that whenever I do have a craving, the answer isn't to try to find something else to suppress the craving, like energy drinks, for example. I can't handle energy drinks. I found that out really quick. I like when I drink a Bang, as soon as I finish it, I want another one. As soon as I finish it, I want another one. And I don't know what chemicals are in it, but there's a few ingredients in it that I can't pronounce, and that's never a good sign. And so, for a little while, I was whenever I would have a craving for an energy drink, I would have a Diet Coke instead. Not like that's any healthier. But then he just goes, Colt, why don't you just stop, take a deep breath, meditate, and pray for that craving to go away? And I was like, wow, what a novel idea. And it actually works.
Well, it is. I mean, I think coffee and tea
Hmm.
provide that comfort.
Yeah.
It's and stay away from all of that fancy drinks that other people have created. Go down to simplicity, and that's why, like, even roasting a bean, grinding the bean, and preparing your coffee or nature's herbs and teas are sort of taken. And now I spent 2.5 years no coffee, no alcohol, and none of those things. But I'm back on a little bit of tea and coffee. But I say that the language, and this is where things like
What's that?
the three magic
words.
words.
What are
And
they?
you may not have read it yet.
No.
All right, but the three magic words are simple. I am God.
Mm.
And Jesus Christ spoke those words to all of us, that God is within all of us. And the power of the mindset is the magic, right? I don't care what diet you eat. It is really what we're lacking the language to accept the power that's already within us. And that takes, and I went to church in order to re-inspire, right? And there's fire there to re-inspire. But there's still plenty of us suffering, which is just kind of, we're all on the journey, right?
Yeah.
And what are you finding about the brotherhood and sisterhood and the connections? I mean, you could text people, you could go online with people, and again, it's I literally picked this up, like just sort of like looked on my shelf before coming on, like, what's calling me today? Because it's a codependency that but truly there is a need for communion or community, right?
Right. We all have that.
And the power to say no to the Lord of War, the drug lords,
Hmm.
and become the Lord yourself and recognize the power. I talked to my brother Ray, and he said, I went to a party last night and he didn't eat any food. Okay, he had a little bit of his Coca-Cola. He has a little Coke sometimes. I was like, okay, Ray. And what does Kiltz like to eat from time to time? Ice cream.
Ice cream. That's right.
All right. And
So do I actually.
And I put a little cane sugar in it from time, or a little honey, or little blueberries. Oh my God, I don't lose my shirt over it. But is the thought we give to the thing part of the power of the thing? Is the thought we give to the thing part of the power of the thing?
I would say that it's part of the power. Yeah.
Right. So if we change the thought of the thing, we change the thing. And now language, that's why the gospels and religions are realignment of our thinking and go back to our ancients, before Christ, before the gospels, right? To the Hindus, the Buddhists, the Taoists, and those that worship the stars, the sun gods. Right?
Yeah.
Part of our ancient brotherhood and strength.
I love how much you talk about spiritual warfare and acknowledge that. Just to follow up what you just said, I just flipped over to 1 Peter 5:8, another one of my favorites. Be sober-minded, be alert, for your adversary, the devil, is prowling around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to destroy. And I think he uses a lot of those thoughts, and he's the root of a lot of those thoughts.
The vigilance of our mind.
Mm-hmm.
And
that word could also be translated vigilant too. Be sober minded, be vigilant.
And sober minded, because alcohol is good for us. That's a question.
No, it's not. It's poison. It's toxic to the body, no matter how you want to look at it.
Here's part of our problem. Our medical system and our government says it's okay.
Yeah, in moderation.
Whatever that means, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have my one martini from time to time with a lot of olive juice. Now,
yeah.
I'm really good at minimization. Okay. But will that be always? Might I mess up? Sure. I'm human, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that, yeah, the power of small amounts from time to time may come to some, but not all of us.
Right. Some people have an ability to have one drink and stop, and some people don't. Most people, I don't know. But certainly there's a lot of us that one drink creates a craving for something else, and then it's either more drinks or it's a substance that's more damaging to your body than alcohol. I try to never make a scene about it, but if I'm ever in a situation where I am offered a drink, and I try to minimize those situations as much as possible, my answer is just, I've had all I need, which is technically true because I don't need any.
Yeah, and Rick, I hate alcohol. These are important. We each find our set, but we are humans and alcohol. But where is alcohol produced and causing most of our problems?
Where within the body?
In the gut.
In the gut, yeah.
So our plant-based diet may be our biggest problem that doesn't allow us individually to minimize and have the power over our outer world. That's one of our biggest problems, right? So a plant-based diet and a protein, low-fat diet, by the way, does the same thing. And let's get back to carnivore. A fatty meat, rare to raw, butter and salt, reduces the microbes, reduces fermentation.
Right.
And for most of us, we're gluttons. We eat 3 to 6 meals a day.
Yep.
And it's mostly fruit, fiber, vegetables, seeds, nuts, salad, lean meat, chicken, turkey, fish, and lean beef, which ferments in the gut, which now enables which makes us highly addicted to alcohol.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of the same symptoms as alcoholism.
Right. From childhood.
Yeah.
Our children are suffering from alcohol abuse, and they're not drinking it.
Mm-hmm.
And our adults are. And by changing what you eat in the carnivore lifestyle. So how many meals a day do you usually eat?
I eat 1 meal a day most days, sometimes 2 meals. About 80% of everything that I eat is red meat in the form of grass-fed venison or beef. Outside of that, it's butter, and whenever I eat my ice cream, I think of you when I eat it, and it's just a whey protein isolate, metabolic nutrition. It's what I sell, made here in the USA with very minimal preservatives in it, and so it's pretty much the most bioavailable protein that I've been able to find.
Cool.
I mix it up with.
Cool.
I mix it. Sorry, I thought you said Colt.
Oh.
I mix it up with a raw egg, and like you can't even tell if there's an egg in it. And so when you cook eggs, you actually cook most of the nutrients out of it, and so that way you're getting all of the nutrients that are in the egg still. I put in a little bit of heavy cream and stir it up with a spoon, and then keto bricks. I fucking love keto bricks, and so I will chop one of those bad boys up and kind of mix it in there. And I have an ice cream that tastes, I think, just as good as any ice cream from the store after I leave it in the freezer for an hour or two. And so that's what I'm eating for the most part on a daily basis. I guess you could call it like a dirty lion diet.
I think again we got a 5 to 7 day fast coming up in January. I'll do a 3-day fast probably next week. I usually wait again until after Thanksgiving. I think fasting is one of the best things we can do for healing. Dr.
Totally.
Nelson did 22 days. I did 15 days earlier this year. I think that each of us has the power, and fasting is for all men, women, young and old. It's what we're made for, and that's where true ketosis happens in fasting. I would say fat fasting is fitness. And do you do any prolonged fasting, Colt?
I usually do it when I get closer to a competition to get shredded, but going more than a day without food is usually something that gives me an anxiety. And I think it's probably because I train pretty heavily in the gym every single day. I work out 6 days a week. Sundays is kind of the only day that I really don't have time for it. I spend most of the day playing music, and I usually go to 2 church services, a church service and a mass. But I am so down to do a 3-day fast with you if you're going to do it in January. I don't think I'm ready for it anytime soon, but after Christmas, yeah, I'm down. Let's go.
Well, that's why I do January. I do January, July, after the 4th and after the holidays. I think it's real important. And again, it's one of those ancient things. I mean, the only fuel for our body is actually the fat we carry on our body.
Right.
It's not the food in our gut. It must be converted to fat. And think about it. How many of us eat a stick of butter a day?
I do, but not most people.
Most people do not, right? I mean, I always go back to the single leading cause of disease is a lack of fat, a lack of eating fat. And that's why I love this book by Schlenk, Meat 3 Times a Day, which is basically says that, again, we're eating lean meat. No animal kills another animal and eats the lean meat and tosses away the fat.
Nope.
But at many of the carnivore dinners, I see so many carnivores pushing away the fat. And remember, most of the meat is lean anyway.
Right.
Which by simply eating fat, we suppress gut inflammation, systemic inflammation, and I mean, name a disease. Is our addictions related to likely brain damage from an incorrect diet? As simple as that.
Totally. You can trace most of human diseases to a poor diet.
To the inappropriate diet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I'd use the word poor diet. I just
better
think
word.
Inappropriate diet. How do we do it on cues out there, Alia, Dr. Nelson? Comments that you think we should share?
We got some questions.
We got a few.
Let's throw them out there for Colt.
Esparza87 at Coach Colt. How has your spirituality helped you with carnivore keto?
Oh, that's a great question. How's my spirituality helped with it? it's hard for me to worship, and it's hard for me to pray and to meditate if I have a full stomach with a bunch of shitty food in it. And if I'm eating 3 to 6 meals a day like most people do, what you're doing is you're actually feeding that sugar addiction. And so grains in particular, grains have actually been shown to be more addictive than sugar and spike your insulin more than sugar. The compounds, the anti-nutrients in grains actually bind your insulin receptors and spike insulin more than what most people believe. And so if you're eating foods that are addictive throughout the day, and snacking throughout the day, then you're feeding an addiction, and that is something that's of this world and not from God. And so if I'm eating what I believe is a species appropriate diet, which is 80% red meat, and then like eggs and butter and kind of other stuff on top of that, then that helps me to stay away from having a worldly mindset and having more of a spiritual mindset. My best prayer experiences and my best meditation experiences are usually towards the tail end of a fast. I hope that that's a reasonable answer to the question. It's a really good question.
It's a great answer.
Thanks.
Jerry wants to know, do you fast, and how long is the longest fast? I think he talked about this, but there you go.
Yeah, I've done as much as much as 72 hours. I've never done longer than that. And I mean, I'm a human being just like all of us, and so I get really freaked out before I do a fast. And so I always like to have an accountability partner to do it to do it with me. And not to be sexist or anything, but I definitely have found that, at least with the clients that I've worked with, that women seem to be way better at fasting than men, and I don't know why. But the last couple competitions that I did were with Angela Huckabee, and she's a pro at it. She just makes it like no big deal whatsoever. And so she and I kind of text each other throughout the days when we're doing prolonged fasts. But yeah, the last one that I did was over the summer in anticipation for my last competition, and that one was 72 hours.
Nice.
Usually I go one meal a day, and so that's anywhere from 22 to 20 hours ish.
Great.
Oh, and I do dirty fasting too, by the way. I'm not I have done just water fast, water and salt fast before, but I'm not gonna lie, and if this gets me kicked off the carnivore team, then so be it, I guess. But I definitely do coffees with heavy cream throughout the day, and I don't go crazy on it. But whenever I'm gonna freak the fuck out because I haven't had any food, then that usually helps. And I feel like I get like 99% of the benefits from the fast anyway if I do it that way.
Are you telling him he needs to do a sardine fast?
Well, I'm an anchovy guy personally. I'm not a sardine guy, but I mean, Dr. Boz is like, it's even a butter fast, and whatever it is, pick it, do it. It's your fast. And nobody owns what you do. We're all here just to judge.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have to answer to fasting with coffee on Judgment Day.
Well, you do competitions, right?
Yeah.
And there's lots of judgment there, isn't there?
Yep, there's a panel of judges.
Pick your panel, right?
Right.
There was a question, Dr. Nelson. I don't know if you
did I click off one that has not been answered? Sorry.
Yes,
there's a special request. There's a special request for Dr. Kiltz and Colt.
I don't know if he has his guitar with him at the beach.
Oh my gosh. No, my guitar is back at the house, and I wanted to play a song for you so bad. I wrote a song about stingrays, and it's about avoiding stingrays when you're at the beach, and the second verses are about recovery. So maybe we'll have to do that on a different live.
We're all in recovery.
Right.
From the day you're born to the day you die, it's a road of recovery.
Amen.
Yeah.
You mentioned a protein you sell, and people wanted to know what the name is.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's called Metabolic Nutrition. My website is it's been changed from supersetyourlife.com to primalcutsfitness.com. We are having technical issues with our website at checkout at the moment. Purchases can be made through my business partner, Casey, and he can ship them out of Idaho. But we proudly resell metabolic nutrition, ISA powder. Birthday cake is my favorite flavor. I know it makes me feel like a kid, but that and peanut butter are probably the two best.
I received a gift recently.
Ooh,
Spiritual Health Zone.
Hmm.
And it came with a card. And it's a little reminiscent of our new t-shirt.
I like it. I like
wow.
And this is from Donna Benedict. Dr. Kiltz, people like you who naturally go above and beyond make this world a better place for all of us. Thank you so much. And it just really touched my heart. But there was also another card. So there was 2 books she gave me. This is the other book, Be a Godly Man. And be watchful, stand firm in the faith, be strong, do everything in love. And I will be watchful, I will stand firm, I will be strong, I will do everything in love. This isn't a slogan, it's a line in the sand. I am not just attending church, I am the church. And by God's grace, I will stand firm until the King comes back and calls me home. And the whole idea here, I don't care what your religion or non-religion is. Mm-hmm. Faith is first. And understanding the power of God within all of us. The biggest sinner and the least of those that follow and understand the power of God within us. It's all within all of us. I don't care who you are. Right? That's what Jesus Christ gave us. Again, it doesn't matter if you're religious or not. It doesn't matter because it's a philosophy. It's a mystic story, mythology. That's what we're all doing. We're all supermen and women, right? Every day. We're getting up on stage and we're saying, hey, look at me, right? But in fact, you're already perfect and amazing, even though you're an alcoholic, a drug addict, a sinner, or adulterer, or whatever we label, right? It's kind of who Jesus Christ hung out with anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah. For First Peter again, abstain from the passions of the flesh that wage war against your soul. We have to admit that we're powerless over passions of the flesh, and whatever you believe your God to be. In my case, it's Jesus Christ, and in your case, it's Jesus Christ. But if your God is a woman, if your God is the universe or whatever, that's a step in the right direction. That's still acknowledging that you're powerless and you need to seek some outside help. Something that's more powerful than your addiction. What's that book? Is that Eddie Goki's book?
Oh, this is 3 Magic Words.
Oh, that is 3 Magic Words. Okay.
Yeah. So where is God and who is God? We are all God.
We're a temple of the Holy Spirit.
We contain the power that he gave us because the word is the way. I am healthy and well. I am strong and powerful as God has given me the faith of the fight. And that's our ancient stories, right? Have you read Neville Goddard?
No, I need to write that one down now too.
Yeah,
give me like 3 books.
We got lots of you. We'll send them to your way. Neville Goddard he's a rock star. It's the stories, right, that are so powerful. And that's what we're all doing here. We're just sharing, George and Rick and everyone's sharing a story. And God's simple story is love. I love you.
God is love.
God is just love, right? And no matter what you have done in life, Forgiveness and love are the powers that he gave us. Go Dodgers. God is love. No. Go. So what are you in any competition coming up, or what's your road right now?
Financially, doing a competition is not really where my priorities are at the moment, and so I'm definitely focusing quite a bit more on coaching. I have someone that just registered to become an IPO athlete that I'm pretty excited about. Her name is Steph Lewis. She's from Maine. She and I eat the exact same thing every day, and so we've been very good accountabilities for partners for each other. We've both been going through some grief and depression too, and so just being able to call each other on a daily basis has been pretty helpful for both of us. But she just registered as an IPL athlete, and that's the organization that I earned my pro card in last year, International Physique League. She's going to be doing her first bodybuilding competition in the spring. And just like you teach, Dr. Kiltz, she's been eating the way that the way that you teach in this channel. She listens to you on a regular basis as well. After her last 3 weeks of eating steak, butter, keto bricks, metabolic nutrition, whey protein isolate, the workouts that I've been coaching her through, she's lost. Most people will tell you this is impossible because you can. You're either in a calorie deficit or a calorie surplus. But as you and I both know, your entire endocrine system changes when you transition to a species appropriate diet. So she's lost she's lost 2.8 pounds. She is down 0.8% body fat. She's increased 0.4% skeletal muscle mass. Her bench press is increased by 20%. And I don't know what this last one means, but her progress pictures kind of go to prove it. But her jean size has gone down from a 10 to a 4/6. So I don't know what she meant in that text message. It's either a 4 or a 6. I don't know women's jean sizes, but
because different
building
places
muscle.
have different sizes. Different women's pants are random.
There
It
you
could be
go.
totally different sizes, different places.
Yeah, the number system's like completely different than men's jeans. But
That's right.
there you go. Building muscle and burning fat at the same time. No steroids, no performance enhancing drugs.
Is marijuana good for us?
When you smoke it, you think it is because it alters your mind. And I was doing it pretty much every single day before every single workout and seeing no problem with it until it kind of ruined like every aspect of my life. And now looking back, that's one of the biggest regrets that I have is ever starting. So being 120 days sober from it now, every day that gets better, I see more and more clearly where I fucked up. And to answer your question, no, it speaks to you and it makes you think that it's good for you, but it's a fucking lie. And that lie comes from the devil.
And the government, I believe it should not be illegal and you shouldn't go to jail for it. But ultimately, it's another drug of the drug lords, the marketing, the pharmaceuticals, the government, to keep us weak, meek, and domesticated.
Yep.
And I almost never, I never drink at home. I rarely drink alcohol. I have small amounts, if at all. Coffee, I don't stand in line to buy coffee. I'll have some at home and that's it. And if I'm out, don't drink it, right? Because we've been lined up in order to we're on these lines of addiction. And we need to break it. And through the Lion's Life, which is fatty meat, salt, and water, and faith and fasting, which it really is a rock star lifestyle where, again, we're inspired by people like yourself every day who are helping guide those who suffer. I mean, we're not here for the healthy. We're here for the unhealthy and inspiring those that aren't feeling the magic to feel the magic. And then the more of those of us that have gone from the misery and the drudgery of addicted to the lines, we're finding a better purpose.
Amen.
Dr. Kiltz, can you bring up the Kiltz cup I see on your desk there? Someone wanted to see your Kiltz cups. They're not all identical, by the way. Everyone is different.
They're all made out of stardust, and they're unique and different, like every single one of us.
That's beautiful.
And you know, that's the beauty for all of us, right? And hollow, hollow ground.
Hollow, does that mean empty?
Well, again, the cuppeth overflow, or is it empty? But in fact, the universe is flowing starlight at us infinitely, even in the darkest dark, the hurtest hurt. Right? It's ultimately on a journey, an evolution of birth, life, and death, and then do it again and again and again and again and again. And we're powerful energies of stardust and gods, right? And we're all sharing our experiences, right? And how important it is to be in community. And you know, I'm here because I need it. I started 20 years ago with Mind, Body, Smile. I do a daily writing, and I would send it out. And then when COVID and social media just began to go whoo on the rise, it was like, okay, I've got a family. And to me, keto carnivore is like one of the very best, because there's a lot of strength in simplicity.
This is a good question. What about dealing with a narcissistic in life? A narcissist in life.
Narcissists.
Love them. Love them. Because ultimately, what is the judge not lest ye be judged? And flip it to judge with love. That doesn't mean you need to be there, but don't carry around judgment and negativity, because who does it hurt?
Depending on the situation, I think we all have a little bit of narcissism within us, because we're all human beings are inherently selfish without the presence of the Holy Spirit. And so doing things like simple acts of service as an example, instead of telling somebody to not be narcissistic, might be more helpful in inspiring that person to change. This meeting that I was just talking about, actually on Wednesday nights here at Mission Beach, I was telling my sponsor that I don't particularly get a lot out of the speakers at that meeting, and in comparison to other meetings. And he goes, well, instead of looking at that meeting as what can I get out of it, why don't you look at it in terms of what can you give to it? So you can be a greeter, you can take the coffee commitment, you can find something to do, you can find something to read. So now it's one of my favorite meetings, because it's something that I give at, not something that I take from.
Well, and I think that's very important, because when you go to give, you get the most.
Yeah.
And ultimately, we're born for service.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the suffering and pain we experience is to get us back down to the foundation of service. Here we go again. Oh, the carnivore community, if there is such a thing, is at war with itself?
No, there's a little bit of drama, but not like the other communities.
Well, it's all drama. It's all drama. I mean, you know, it's sort of like, you know, go hang out in the vegan community, because like anything else,
Yeah.
is what can I learn from my brothers and sisters in all areas? Because the foundation of Jesus Christ is judged with love, right?
Right.
And you know, we're all here together to learn, to love, to confirm God's greatness in really all communities. Because he wants you to go love your enemy first, right?
Right.
And in some way, you have to give love to even the addiction.
How
Kind of
so?
crazy, right? Because he says love, right? And because when you could laugh about remember who creates everything?
God.
God. Did he create addiction? He did. Why? Because he loves us. He creates our suffering in order to put us on a path of strengthening.
We could get into a theological rabbit trail now, but I heard a pastor explain it as redemption is more glorious than innocence, and God loves us so much that he allowed sin to enter the world because redeemed man is more glorious than being innocent.
And we're all sinners, and ultimately, we know the truth. We're all there, and we're just learning and growing and strengthening in the journey. That's what we're here to do. Our vitamin K, is vitamin K a plant-derived vitamin? I mean, okay, look at. So do we need to take vitamins?
Not if you're eating a species appropriate diet, except for maybe vitamin D because we don't get enough sunlight.
Maybe not. Again, we're all. Again, what did we do for the first 3.5 million years? We lived, we loved, and do we need these things? I mean, we haven't proven it. I don't think we have.
I think on most vitamin labels, there's a warning on it that says that it's not intent, that it like basically doesn't do anything.
Yeah. I do take vitamins and supplements, by the way. I'm not denying the value that you might find in them, but truly, we haven't found it. My grandmother's vitamin was Philip Morris and Johnny Walker. She lived 104.
I don't know if that's a vitamin.
Dr. Nelson and Kiltz.
Blue label or red label?
Life label. All of it. All of it. It's the rainbow of life, right?
Uh-huh.
Again, we all got our glycine. Yeah, it's all good, right? The best supplement is vitamin G. Our good friend Ben Azadi says gratitude. There we go.
Amen.
It's gratitude for. Have you ever read The Alchemist?
Yeah.
Have you listened to The Alchemist?
No.
Not yet. You must. See,
okay.
Listening to books and stories is our foundation of where we came from. Is it? We're the oracle, right? I mean, books were it was kind of hard to carry around a ceramic clay bookstore. Okay. And then eventually paper goes away, and we don't know what's going to happen to the digital world, do we?
No.
But the stories that we speak. And The Alchemist is one of the best stories. Right. Adriana. Awesome. All right, we got to do it. I got a 7 o'clock. I have a meeting in 1 minute.
Oh gosh, we better do this giveaway.
We'll be out in San Diego in January, Colt. Let's get together.
Okay, let's get together. I can't wait. Let's make it happen.
Dr. Kiltz, pick somebody. You won.
Oh. Oh man.
You
Well,
have
I
to
did
leave.
Kiltz Mighty Tribe today. And let's see here. All right. How about
I have my nephew on Instagram.
what's that?
I said
How
I
about
have a
Bill?
nephew on Instagram.
How about Bill Cook?
Sure, Bill Cook. And,
Oh, wait.
Dr.
Your
Nelson's
nephew on who is it?
My nephew is on. I'm streaming on Instagram. My
Okay,
nephew
well
is
then
there.
it's your nephew on Instagram. I'm sorry, Bill, because I was meant. Thank you, Dr. Nelson.
Just extra pressure for Dr. Kiltz when he has to leave right now. Okay.
So, if you're still here, Edward, send me your shirt size, and I'll forward it to Alia.
All
and
right.
address.
And
All
to
right.
everyone on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all of my brothers and sisters, have a spectacular, awesome day. Remember, as you think, so shall your life be. So also, the most important thing is be grateful for whatever was, is, and will be. Simple.
There you go. All
Right.
right.
Love you
Thanks,
guys.
everybody.
Thanks,
Bye.
Love you
Dr. Joe.
guys,
God bless you.
gals, and human beings.